Hi, I'd like to show you how we make our time-release fertilizer bags for our Vanda orchids. The reason we do these is because they're typically mounted on just an S-hook, so there's no basket in order to put fertilizer in. So we make these somewhat like little tea bags. And you'll see here a picture of a Vanda as I'm talking about it. It's just wired onto this long S-hook. And we attach the little bag with the time-release fertilizer at the top. And every time it gets irrigated, it gets fed. There's multiple ways you can make these bags. We had a friend with a sewing machine, and he would stitch them with a zigzag stitch. We don't have a sewing machine, and we didn't want to keep asking him to make them for us. So my husband then tried using hot glue, and it worked for a while, but after a while the sun would dry it out and the seams would pop open, the fertilizer would fall out. So now we're going to try a new way using wire, aluminum wire. So we're just going to start with some regular screening. Take your scissors and cut the screening in 2-inch wide strips. And then your strips should be cut to lengths of 4 inches long. That way when we fold them in half, we'll have 2 by 2 inch square bags. I found this aluminum wire in the hobby shop. It's very flexible. It was very cheap. I mean, 9 yards, and it was like less than $3. So I can make a lot of fertilizer bags with this wire. So we're going to take our little folded in half strip, and take the loose edge of the wire from the roll and just thread it through some of the holes on the side of the bag. You don't have to do a lot. When you get to the end, just use some pliers and fold over that little edge of wire and crimp it. And when you get to the other end that's still attached to the spool, I'm going to use the little wire cutter that's on the pliers and snip it. We don't have any waste. And again, we're going to take the plier tips and just fold that over and crimp it again. And we'll do that on both sides. We end up with this little 2 by 2 inch pouch, and I'm ready to put some fertilizer in it. This is a time-release fertilizer that we bought from Broward Orchid Supply, and it's got the measurement for tea bags. We use a half teaspoon of fertilizer to put it in the bag. I found this little melon scooper that happens to be a 1/4 teaspoon, so I just put 2 little scoops in. The last step to finish off the bag is just to use a piece of wire to loop through a hole in the top. It doesn't need to be stitched closed. It's going to be hanging vertically, so it's not going to fall out. And then we'll use that wire just to attach it to, like this is the S-hook that a Vanda is mounted on. Or you could even attach it to the wires of other hanging plants you have. I have some Vandas that are in plastic baskets, so I just tie the green wire onto those wires. Our Vandas have an irrigation system where they come on twice a day and get watered for like 5 minutes each. So every time these bags are getting wet, they're dripping some fertilizer onto the Vandas. And we have never had as many blooms. We really have come to love the Vanda because they're just blooming like all the time. I hope this will inspire you to try making some of these fertilizer bags. I know it's made a really big difference for us in getting blooms from our Vandas. Hope you enjoyed. I'm a member of FOG. It's Florida Orchid Growing on Facebook. I've learned a lot from these folks, and everyone's really friendly, and please consider joining if you live in the state of Florida.